Good morning. We will pay attention to the theory of the first in, first out method. First in, first out means that the goods that was purchased first will be sold first. The FIFO cost formula is often used because the inventories are valued at the current prices. All the goods that was purchased in the beginning will be sold first, so your closing inventory is the last inventory that you bought, so it is the market prices that is the same as the current prices. So you indicate your closing inventory at the current market prices. The cost of sales will therefore always be the price of the goods that was purchased first, because the first purchases will be sold first. So your cost of sales will always be the first purchases, and your closing inventory will always be at the last purchases. This is based on the assumption that older inventories are always sold first, so that they can't get old and become obsolete and you won't be able to sell them. When you use the FIFO method, the cost of sales will consist of the cost of purchases that was first made, and the closing inventory will be represented by the cost of purchases that was last made. So there is a very big difference between the two. You must remember that cost of sales will always be the prices of the goods that was purchased first, because they are sold first, and that your closing inventory will always be the price of the goods that was purchased last. If we look at the advantages of the first in, first out cost formula, it is a logical method because it takes into consideration the normal procedure for selling those items that you purchase first, so that they won't get old and not out of fashion. This method is useful when prices are falling, because then your first goods are sold first and you will not have a problem to sell them. Closing stock of items will be valued at market prices, as the closing stock will always be equal to the recent purchases of goods. The closing stock will therefore be the current or replacement cost at a reliable figure. So the figure that we show as closing stock in our balance sheet will be more or less the same as the price that we would pay for inventory to replace the current stock. This is a method is also convenient when there is only a few transactions and the prices remain steady throughout the year, because it's easy to calculate what is this figure. If we look at the disadvantages of the cost formula, the older cost prices, items purchased first will be sold first, are matched against the latest selling prices. The profits might inflate as a result of this. So because we calculate our selling prices on the last sales, it means that we increase the sales price when our cost price increase. But we are actually selling the old stock first, so we're making a bigger profit on these articles. If I explain it to you and I say that we first bought at R1.45. That was our first stock. Our last stock cost R1.75. Then it means when we determine the selling price at the moment, we will determine the selling price at the R1.75. So for instance, we make double the amount, then our sales price will be R3.50. Where we are actually selling the old stock that we paid R1.45 for, so that selling price would only be R2.90. So because we are always selling the old stock first, although we bought new stock at a higher price, we increase our prices immediately when we buy the new stock, and that might inflate the profits. This method might increase errors because batches are received frequently at different prices. Every time when we buy goods, we pay a different price for the goods. The stock ledger clerk will have to go through these records to determine the price to be charged. So he must make 100% sure that if he's selling the old goods, that he sells at the old profit, a percentage on the goods, for instance, in this case as 290. But because it's very difficult to do it, they quite often just go to the new price that will inflate the profits and the prices of the goods. If we look at the first in, first out method, it means that the last things are still here. The first things were sold first. So we will always sell the old inventories first. Therefore, the cost of sales expense will consist of the cost price of the goods that was first purchased. The older inventories are sold first, so they are not included in the closing inventory. So that means that the closing inventory will consist of the cost of the goods that was purchased last. So the opening inventory is sold first, so my cost of sales will always be based on the older inventories. The last inventories will be sold last, so that will be the value of my closing inventory.